All right, so I'm gonna spend a few minutes to just let you guys know, right? So, um, while I'm in this moment, I've been really just gracious, like, so this past week, I knew I was about to move and stuff like that, and I'm just like, like, like this whole year, I'm just break down this year in short, with my finances, right? So at the beginning of the year, I didn't have a job for, I had my daughter, and she was like, I tried to work from home, but she was crying in the background. I had separation anxiety, trying to leave her and stuff and go back out into the work field, because I always been like working like, I would work warehouse jobs or, anything like that. So I had some types like separation anxiety. I'm a first time mother, this is my, first child, because this is my son. I don't really show a lot of people, but that's my son. So that is, and I have to acknowledge him because he was a living vessel in my body, so I keep my son everywhere I go. And, he was the first person to come to the apartment with me. So yeah, like I say, after I had my daughter, and, I just wanted my daughter to see better. I wanted her to be around a better, male figure. And, me and her father were constantly just arguing, bickering, back and forth, whatever. And I just didn't feel like it was a good environment. I couldn't be happy and be a good mother and pour into her cup if I'm constantly being drained. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So, beginning of the year, this year, 2024, I didn't have any money. My mom was paying my car insurance. My phone was off for a few months, whatever. I'm just like, what? God was just teaching me things. Like, he was really making me more resilient. He was making me stronger in my mind, to know, like, you can have everything that you want in this life. Like, money is an energy. Everybody think they need money. I don't need money. I'm good. I am very much provided for. God is my provider. I wouldn't have known that a year ago, or I would have said it, but I wouldn't have believed it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God has been providing for me. He's made sure I've never went without anything to eat. And, I don't want to say, hey, I'm vegan, but I want to say I have stopped eating meat. Like, if you catch me eating meat, last time I ate meat, this sounds crazy because, like, last time I ate meat was Thanksgiving. But even before that, like, it was 3 weeks before I had ate any meat. Like, I did a Daniel fast. Okay, let's just break it down, right? Let's just break it down like this. Okay, so, January came. I quit showing up to my job pretty much. So I ended up getting fired, thinking I was going to get approved for unemployment. I didn't get approved for unemployment. I didn't have any money. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm like, okay, God, I was like, all right, Mom, I'm just not going to work for about, 3-4 months. So I'm not going to look for no job. I'm just going to focus on my business, because whatever I put my energy into is what usually prospers, because I've been helping other people's businesses go along, and I do great in there. So let me do it in mine. So long story short, didn't get any sales, didn't make any money with digital products. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't make any, like, nothing. Like, oh no, God, what's going on? Whole time, but I'm really learning lessons, like, literally enjoying life, like trees, the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking at life that I've walked through this. I've done this before, but it's like looking at everything and being like, I'm just grateful to be on this side of the earth, to be able to see these type of things, because, gratitude is my attitude. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, so, then, I end up getting some food stamps, more food stamps than I could even imagine. So I ended up going on my Daniel fast as soon as I got on my food stamps. And at that time, I could hear God so clear. I could hear everything he was saying to me. So, after the Daniel fast, you a meat eater. I've been eating meat 26, 27 years. I'm like, I'm about to go back and eat me some chicken. So I'm like, you know what? I slowly got back into it. At first, I wasn't eating any meat. I'm like, I'm just eating meat once a week. Then it turns into months. I'm eating meat. And I'm like, damn, I got to stop eating meat again. I got to stop eating meat. And I've been saying this all year. So then I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right. So Daniel fast, you don't eat meat. You don't eat sugar. You don't eat dairy. You know what I'm saying? All that. It got its own rules. That's a whole nother whatever. Wasn't smoking weed, nothing like that. I'm like, I gotta get back to that. But the people around me, You know, my parents or my grandmother, they do this type of stuff. They eat meat. They, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, God, like it's just so much temptation around me that it's just hard to do this. You know, like this is my, literally, I go home and I see this every single day. Like, I just need my own dwelling, my own sacred space that I can really talk to you, you know, God. And that I can, you know, do my own thing and eat the food that I want to eat without somebody saying, you know, like, what I can't stand, I'm gonna be so honest with you. What I can't stand is when I'm cooking something and the shit be fucking fire. And you cooking something and it's nothing but vegetables. And people come over there and they like, ew, what is that? Ew, she eating that shit. And it's like, yo. I mean, really, that shit, it gets on my nerves. Anyway, let's get off of that subject. So yeah, so didn't have any money. Had food stamps. Boom, boom, boom. Few months had food stamps. Like, all right, you know, I ain't made no money in my business or whatever. What the fuck going on? So I ended up heavily focusing on YouTube. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This gonna pop. This gonna pop. This gonna pop. Baby, it ain't pop. It got deleted. It just got deleted it's probably been deleted about a month or two ago, whatever. You know, God was like, just get off social media and just live your life. I'm like, all right, cool. How I do that? So he showed me. You know, he like, just get off social media and just live. So I did, y'all. Like, I went to a hotel for the first time, like without my daughter. That was the first time that I didn't spend a night with my daughter. My daughter didn't spend a night with me. And, you know, my parents kept her or whatever. And I just was grateful, like just basking in the energy of just, you know, my daughter not being there, you know, and me not having a parent and me actually letting loose. And, you know, God was giving me messages and that. And let me tell you, I booked that hotel for November 8th, 9th, and 10th. Well, 8th and 9th, and I left on the 10th. You know, and I told God, like, I was like, I'm ready to be done with meat again, you know, like, I'm ready. So, you know, and he was like, yeah, you know, that's what I want. That's what I wanted for you. And, you know, he was like, you know, and I was like, and, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I don't know about, you know, stopping but, you know, I'm like, that was only because it's what I see every day. And I'm like, you know, he giving me the thoughts that I had when I did my Daniel fast. And he like, you know, when you wasn't, you know, he was like, you was fine. You don't need it. You know, I'm literally just high off life. That I'm like, I don't need that stuff. You know, like, I'm not like a fiend for it. I never really was a real smoker. Like, the only thing is I picked it up because I seen my family do it so often. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Made me feel good, made me relax. But I'm like, nah. So let me just tell y'all, like, moving into this place. Oh, I'm talking about my finances. Okay, so yeah, so I didn't get any sales in my business, right? So, you know, I'm like, all right, God, what you want me to do? So I ended up, my birthday was in June. I didn't have no money, but I had like the best time. You know, my mom had this family vacation plan, and that's why I'm like, no matter what, I'm definitely gonna make sure my mom has a wonderful birthday. If not this year, I'm gonna plan for it next year so that she has an amazing birthday. You know, I'm like, God is gonna provide me with the tools, the resources, the brain that I need, whatever, you know, so that my mom can have a wonderful birthday like she gave me this year, because she's deserving of it. You know, and when God blesses me, I want to bless other people around me, you know, who helped me, because I was down bad. She paid my insurance. Like, my mom has been patient. My mom has been kind. She's been there. And a lot of people can't depend on their mothers or their family like that, you know. And I'm like, man, I'm just the type of person that my heart is really just so grateful for everything that she's done for me. My Nana has been amazing as well. You know, she's wanted to help out as much as she possibly can. And I'm grateful for her as well. You feel me? But I'm like, my mom, she deserves so much. As a mother, coming from a mother and seeing her standpoint on things, she deserves a lot. She deserves a lot. You feel me? So whatever. But when I say I was down bad. And I'm just be real with y'all. Like, this is just me being vulnerable. Like, if you see in my previous video, like, I quit my 9 to 5 because I literally asked God for a sign. Like, I was like, God, if you really want me to quit this job, like, give me a sign. So, I'm like, it was kind of like subtle at first because the computer was glitching. Like I was working from home and the computer was glitching. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna work through it. Like when I say it was glitching like never before. Like I literally had to press the button 1,000 times for the shit to work. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe okay. So, I'm like, all right, well. So then one of the signs that I wrote down, well, the major sign that I wrote down, I asked for. I was frustrated one day. I was crying. I was stressed out. My baby was right there, and I had my computer right there, and I was just like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this or whatever. I was just frustrated. So I walked outside for a few minutes, and boom, shoo, 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 the sign came. And I'll tell you what it is because he done gave me the sign already. So the sign was like, I was like, God, if you really want me to move, I'm giving you a definite sign. I'm just trying to see if it works. Just trying, God. So I'll just tell you two simple ways that I use to manifest and hear God and make sure, like I'm in alignment. So I was like, God, and it was just 11:11. So he's giving me confirmation. I could tell y'all this because it's happened already. So one of the signs that I asked God for, I was like, I'll just start with the first one. The first one I asked for, I was like, God, if you're, God, universe, if you're listening to me, send me a gift. It doesn't have to be big. It can be small. Whatever it is, just send me a gift, just to know that you're listening, that I'm on the right path, just, that's it. Because I don't want to do nothing that you don't want me to do. I'm not trying to fight against you. I want to work with you. I want to flow. So if you don't want me to do what I'm doing, because when it came to the decision of me moving, I was like, I can't move. I don't think I need to move because I don't have the stability. I don't have a stable job. Like that's how I felt then. But now God is like, girl, girl. Anyways, so I was like, God, just to show me that you're listening to me. Let me tell y'all, the next day. Now I donate to a hungry, Action Against Hunger charity. I donate to them monthly. They take $15 out of my account every month, right? And I just do that, and I don't think nothing of it because I'm just like, like I'm feeding the needy. These my people. You know what I'm saying? God made sure I didn't go hungry in my time of need. Let me make sure these people never go hungry. You know what I'm saying? So they send me a bracelet every month. And they sent me a bracelet. I got the bracelet right here. And on the mail thing, it said a gift for you. But this is the bracelet. Oh. That they send monthly. And it said a gift for you. I'm like, okay, cool, great. That's awesome. So I did it again. I was like, God, if you want me to quit my job, because I heard him say it for about a week or two. I'm like, God, I'm about to move in. You got me signing this lease and you got me doing these things and you talking about that you want me to quit my job. Have you lost your mind? And he was like, so, I'm like, okay. So I wrote down, I was like, all right, God, so if you really want me to quit my job, then send me 3 white cars in a row with a 4 in the license plate. It can be 4, it can be 44, it can be 444. But send it in the license plate for me to let me know that you want me to quit my job. Okay? So I'm like, all right, cool. All right, so he like, all right, cool. A few days go by, I'm like, okay, driving on the street and stuff. I don't see it or nothing like that. When I say the one day that I was mad and I was frustrated with the job, like I was so stressed out and like I'm clicking, like the computer glitching, my daughter crying in my ear, my nana on the phone with me at the time because she called me because it wasn't a break, but I just took like a break because I was just aggravated and I didn't want to go back to work. It was just like this strong force that was fighting against me to not go back to work. I'm like, my money. He like, first of all, so I took a little second outside because I was like, I need answers. Why does everything just seem like it's so heavy on me? Like, why does it feel like this is fighting against me so bad? Like, I had an issue when I went back to work that Monday. My stuff wasn't plugged up. I fought through it. That the Tuesday I went back to work, the computer was glitching like the second half of the day. Wednesday, I went for an hour and I was like, okay. I was just so frustrated. Like, in the first hour, I ended up walking outside. I go outside and Then I stand by my car. I was literally out there 2 minutes. I put my jacket on, put my baby jacket on, stand out by my car for a second. Boom. White car go by. Foreign license plate. Okay. Then another one. I mean, literally back to back. And then another one. They all three had foreign license plate. Then let me tell you how God solidified it. He had a truck come this way with the foreign license plate as well. And he was like, if you don't believe, I'm like, God, are you serious? So I didn't go back. You know, I'm like, I cried. Like, I just kept crying. I'm like, God, are you sure that you want me to quit my job? Like, God, like, and I just, like, since that day, I've been feeling peace and freedom. I've been getting signs. I've been getting confirmations. Like even when I scroll on YouTube, like anything like that, you know, like God has me covered. Like he is literally my supply, and my supply is infinite. It never runs out. You know, like I wouldn't have even had this type of mindset a few months ago. Like I need to work this job. But you know, and I'm like, God wouldn't send me here if he didn't have a plan for me, have a plan for my life. You know, and I'm just grateful that I have a place, you know, like where I'm like, I can say everything and I don't have to be like, oh, somebody listening, somebody going to the bathroom, somebody interrupting my prayer. My daughter, cool. I want you to see me pray because I want you to grow up and pray. Lead them, you know, raise them up in the way which they shall go. Yes, I'm her parent, but God is her father. You understand? When I lost this little guy here, it pretty much told me God does not have to bless you with a child when you want it. You think you have sex and you get a kid? He gave you that child for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. And I'm like, I'm not perfect. Hey. I'm not perfect. I do the best that I can. I really do. But, you know, it's just so many things that's happening in my life. I'm going to be done with this video. I'm going to go to the grocery store, move or whatever I'm going to do next. You know, I'm just letting the spirit lead me. But this has really gave me a sense of peace because today has been a day. Just the arguing back and forth with my nana and all that extra shit. Now, and yes, I curse. I curse. I do. But yes, you know, just all of that. I'm just like learning so many things that I'm like, God has my eyes wide open right now. And he has, you know, for the longest. And I'm so grateful. So we'll chat more because I have a lot to talk about. And I feel better, you know, being in this sacred space that I can actually say the things that I need to say, want to say, feel to say. You know, God has really been prospering me. And all I know to say is I'm just so grateful. And I love y'all. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay? I got stuff to do.